Hi everybody, I'm Dee.
And I'm Jay, and we are ParoDeeJay. We are here today to do a much requested video. We've got our plain blank wall behind us.
It's lovely.
I got my knife.
Oh geez, no, we're not doing that video.
Not using that today. It's not a munch pack day, so I gotta put that down.
Put that down.
It's Q&A day.
Yes.
It's the Q means questions, A means answers. You got the Q's, we got the A's. That sounds terrible.
Take that however you like.
Take it down. We are going to be asking for some questions, but we figured we would start off by answering some of the most burning questions that everybody always seems to have. There are usually a few common themes and things that get asked over and over, and probably will continue to get asked over and over, but we're going to go ahead and try to answer them here.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
To me.
So I just picked 10.5 random questions for us to answer.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
All right. First off, I got them on my phone because, you know, I can't remember this stuff. First question is always the personal questions. Where you from? How old are you? That kind of stuff.
Okay.
And without getting too crazy personal,
Yeah.
because y'all might be some freaks. There might be some freaks watching this. You watching this right now, you're okay. But there's some freaks out there.
Later on,
watching
possibly.
this.
Years down the road.
So without getting too crazy personal, we're going to try to answer the personal questions.
Sure.
We are from, well, really, nobody has really ever heard much of where we are from, but we are from what is known as the Hampton Roads area, technically, of Virginia. I always tell people we are just south of Virginia Beach because people have usually heard of Virginia Beach. Or Norfolk because people cruise out of Norfolk. So we are just south of South, though, but usually nobody has heard of where we're actually from. So y'all could just, we're over there.
That.
We're over, we live on the ocean, down over in that zone.
A long time.
Right down there.
We do literally almost live in the ocean.
We do.
A lot.
We live so much in the ocean.
Yeah.
And how old are you? That's just rude. Who's asking how old you are? I am 21.
Yeah.
You
Several years ago.
All right, fine. But without getting too personal, we are both in our 30s.
Yeah.
We just, that's enough. Nobody cares how old people are. It's how young you are at heart, right?
I don't feel like I'm in my 30s.
Now, I do feel like you look a lot younger than I do. We are actually only about 3 years and 8 months apart. But I feel like if you look at us, you probably look like 10 years younger than me.
Comment below. No,
Please don't, please.
Don't. I love
We are not as far apart in age. And people do also tell us that we look alike.
He's not my brother.
No.
That would be gross.
We get that a lot. And actually that's good because you can actually, I am actually from the same area. I've like never moved my entire life. And the reason that we figure that we know that we're not brothers and sisters is because you're actually from the other side of the country.
Yeah, I'm from Oregon originally. I grew up there till I was about 6 or 8, and then I've also lived in New Mexico, Oklahoma,
all over the place.
and now in the Hampton Roads area.
Yes.
So yeah, we're definitely not related. We've checked.
I guess.
To make sure.
We didn't. How did we check?
Your grandma does genealogy. She would know.
That's true.
I don't know.
So maybe she confirmed, not related, but we do look alike.
They say that couples who are
They say
good
we have the
together
same nose or
have
something.
some resemblance to each other. So we'll just go with
That's
it.
true. Cats, y'all want to be in this video too? No,
We have 2 cats.
they don't care. Oh, is that a question?
I don't know. I just added it.
All right, we just added a question. How many cats y'all got?
2 boy cats.
We had 3.
They don't have names.
Now we have
No, I'm
2.
just kidding.
They do.
You don't give out names.
Don't y'all be Googling our cats. Well, yeah, I won't say. So say, sometimes people use pets' names
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff
why
as
we're
like
not giving
passwords
our
and stuff.
names.
Don't talk about our cats. All right, the next actual question. And these are not ones people have asked necessarily, but just stuff that we thought was interesting. How did you meet?
I don't know.
Me neither. All right, next question.
No.
What happened?
We met on Match.com.
Oh!
It works, guys.
There's freaks online.
No, I think it's back when it first started.
It was.
Maybe. It was what, 2000 and...
Yeah, true. We met like, it's almost been 15 years ago. Oh my gosh, you guys.
I was really young.
I met her when I was 12. And it's been a long time. I just realized that.
No, it's... Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Whoa,
We met like 15 years ago.
that's crazy.
Yeah, so now they're gonna be doing that math going, But I mean, that just...
I was really young though.
Yeah, so if you were 15 when we met and it was 15 years ago, that means you're 30. All right, so you're 30. There we go. But yeah, we met back in the infancy stages of Match.com, and it worked. There are success stories for online dating.
He actually picked out
I did.
my sister's husband,
Oh, yes.
Fluffy, for my sister, Emily.
Yeah, she used to live
Hilarious.
with us, and she was looking a man. She was like, "Find
need
me
a man."
That was Wizard of Oz. No, that's a man.
That's from Roger Rabbit.
And we went on Match.com, and I picked Fluffy out for her.
Sometimes she's okay with it. No, we love you guys.
Usually she hates me for that. I'm kidding. I'm just,
She's a matchmaker, though.
gosh, matchmaker.
Anyway, yeah, Match.com. It was good.
Yes.
But you're the only person I ever like met off of the site, and it just worked out after that. Like our second date, we're like, okay, this is meant to be, and we never separated.
I was like, we are going to go on so many cruises. Just stick with me.
we didn't even know that back then.
We didn't.
We were so young.
We didn't cruise until like 2 years after we met. Why did you start YouTube? We started on YouTube, obviously, putting out parody music and songs and stuff like that, because I had been writing parody songs and lyrics since high school.
Yeah.
And this was a good little outlet to be able to just plink away at home and just make silly little, sometimes crappy little videos.
No, they're good.
I'm saying, you know, so if you
I mean,
go
they're not
back,
high quality, but they're good. Like
they're
the lyrics
homemade,
are good though.
crafted with love. And then we went along doing that and little challenges and stuff for a while. And then I
No. I
Indeed.
suggested that since we were going on another cruise, why don't we just make a vlog about it? And so we have ways to remember it, you know, someday when we don't remember things. We're like, oh yeah, you remember when? Just for our own sake, really. And we put it on YouTube. And, you know, we talk to the camera like we're talking to people, just in case people were interested in what we had to say. And
why?
it's done pretty well, in my opinion.
We had already been on 8 cruises at that point, and
we
we
should
were
have
like,
started a while
we
ago.
were like, man, this is fun. We should just record this, because we took a lot of pictures, and I think we're going to do some videos where we go back and revisit pictures of like past cruises and make fun of ourselves and stuff. But you know, because that's fun. But we decided to do it in video form. It was your idea.
Yeah.
I don't think I had ever actually watched a travel vlog
I have,
when
a
I
few.
started doing them. I was just
Okay.
like, I'm gonna make a video that seems fun that I would enjoy watching, and then that's what I did. And so you guys, if you're watching this, you probably enjoy watching that.
See,
so.
my idea, but his editing skills.
That's true.
That is why they are so good.
I'm
in my
gonna
opinion.
try to. I've been trying to level up my editing game just a little bit each time. Like, you know, I got the little postcards that come up out of the corner.
Yeah.
I got the little transparent text boxes and stuff. But I'm gonna keep trying to add new editing things to the videos just to be interesting.
I think it's great. I love watching them personally.
Me too.
Yeah.
I like making them, like going on cruises.
Oh, yeah.
And so
And editing
we
them.
now have 8 sets of cruise vlogs on the channel. So we've had.
That's a lot.
Because that was. Oh yeah. The next question was, how many cruises have you been on? Which is currently 16. 8 before YouTube and 8 since YouTube. So
Yeah.
there are 8 sets of vlogs out there. Have you
Yeah.
watched them all? Did you watch them?
The first couple are on the iPhone, and then we upgraded the camera, and you can tell the difference. So.
Yeah, we have 4 sets of vlogs filmed on iPhone and 4 sets of vlogs with the other camera, which I'll get to an equipment
They're all
question here in
good.
a little bit. But we have been on 16 cruises. We have been on the Pride 6 times.
Oh, you found out? Okay.
Yeah, yes. The Fantasy 4 times, the Magic twice, the Fascination once, the Victory once, the Triumph once, and the Vista once.
Yeah.
Yay! And we have a whole lot booked.
Yeah.
Which is actually, that's funny. I say a sentence and then I look down and it's my next question. Because that is, when is your next cruise? Well, we just did a whole video all about where we're going in like the next 2 years.
Oh, yeah, I'm not allowed to answer that, am I?
No.
You told me not to answer.
Well, we already answered it. So, you know,
it's in a couple of months.
go watch that video called Future Cruise Update. It came out like, I don't know, last week. So go watch that. That tells you everywhere we're going. And y'all can
Write it
come
all
with
down.
us. Write it down. There's a screenshot. There's a screen at the end with like 900 words on it.
Take a picture.
Just screenshot. I think if you hit print screen on your keyboard or clicky click on your phone, it'll save it for you.
Clicky click. Okay.
Here's one we get a lot, actually. How do you cruise so much? Which ties into like, what do you do for a living? And
Right.
how do you budget for a cruise?
We've answered it a few times.
We have, but I figure we're going to answer it definitively in video form. I work from home doing accounting, bookkeeping, graphic design, web design, payroll, stuff like that. I have a friend who owns a business and she's able to keep me on full time working from home in my pajama pants.
Not there.
And she lets me work from a ship with internet because I can work from anywhere in the world. So,
As long as you have internet.
correct.
Yeah. I drive to work every day. in not pajamas. No, I have worked my way up in a hospitality group, and I am now the assistant general manager at a big resort, big group of resort family. And I've been there about 5 years.
Think so?
Yeah. And it's great. I love my job, and I can also work from the ship on a lot of the things that I have to do as well. So I've earned enough vacation to go as much as we do just from working my way up, and then I can still use some actual work time while I'm on the ship for days as well.
Yeah, you get enough.
We're fortunate in
You
that.
get enough combined vacation and PTO and other times holidays, built-in holidays, to where we have the luxury to have the time off to travel.
Yeah.
So very understanding work environments, and that's a big help.
We love it.
Yes. And then actually one of the things, I guess, also, how do you cruise so much or budget for a cruise, is I usually go on, I love playing with the calendar on Carnival, and I usually let the calendar determine when we cruise. Like we'll get an idea of a ship we want to go on or a place we want to go to, and I'll go, we normally are free to travel anytime between like November and say February or something like that, and I'll just go on that time frame and see what is the cheapest date. That's what we book.
Well, that's certain meetings that you have to work around sometimes.
That's like,
there are meetings that I cannot miss, but other than that, you know, we're pretty open in the fall and the winter. Yeah. Summer, I can't go anywhere because, you know, hospitality business.
That's true. So I usually like the quantity of cruises. That's my, you know, thing. Like a lot of people, if they cruise, they have to have a balcony or they have to have certain things, and that's fine. We like interior of the ship.
Put me on the ship.
I'll be on deck 1. I'll be on deck -1 if I have
go
to.
work on the ship if they let me.
I'll wash a plate.
I don't
Just
care.
let me on there. I'll eat off the plate and I'll wash.
Ew.
No, a clean plate. I'll eat my dinner and then I'll wash my own plate.
You're like cleaning other people's plates by eating.
That's gross.
Never mind.
But we usually just do whatever the lowest rate is, the lowest room type, and just go.
And then we splurge, you know, when we're on the ship on excursions and things
That's
like that.
true.
Not
We still have
splurge,
fun.
but you know, we don't necessarily get a balcony, so then we can go and do some other fun things in the ports. I guess that's what we do.
That's important.
It's important. How do we budget for that?
How do we budget for that? My only thing is, normally in our everyday life, we live pretty simple lives.
We do.
We don't eat out like at restaurants a lot. I like cooking, obviously, because there's cooking videos on this channel.
That helps.
Like, you know, and you'll pack a lunch based on what I've cooked.
Yep.
We don't go to like Starbucks every day, and we don't
drink green tea from home that we make.
Keeping it simple. We don't really go out on like, you know, a lot of extravagant places, which just, you know, people go out to eat. We have like home dates, and we just chill and watch YouTube and Netflix and just plan for our next
There's a
cruise.
lot of like free areas that you can go and have dates around here too, like go to the park or the beach or, you know, things like that. So I don't need to be wined and dined. I've been with you long enough. I know you love me.
So we save up pretty much all of our fun money and we just go cruising.
That's
which is
our thing.
very fun.
Yes.
Not really any other special budgeting tips. I mean, I know the Carnival runs like deposit sales, reduced deposits. They've actually started doing payment plans now, which I think is relatively new. Yeah, when you pay your deposit, you can choose to either do a lump sum, like, you know, it's usually due like 3 months ahead, I think, of when you cruise. Or you can make monthly payments along, and that's actually kind of handy. Anytime you can pay smaller amounts along to your vacation.
Yeah.
That's kind of exciting.
One thing we used to do was book cruise to cruise because you received onboard credit, and then a lot of times it was reduced deposits. Some of that is changing now. It hasn't obviously deterred us from cruising, but
no, we still cruise. You just don't get as many benefits of booking cruise to cruise anymore. They pretty much have taken the program completely away. So
I thought you still get a little bit onboard.
You get whatever the current sale is that you could book from land.
Right.
Yeah, and you get a little bit of reduced rates. I think when you get back on land, you have 2 weeks after you return to actually go on the computer and book. You punch in your VIFP number, and they'll honor whatever sale was on the ship, but you don't get like the $100 credit built in anymore.
Okay. It's okay.
I'm sad about that. What is your favorite ship?
Ooh.
Besides the ship on a stick, which is my favorite ship.
That's tough.
We usually answer the Pride, and we love the Pride. We've been on the Pride the most out of the whole fleet.
Yes.
I still say the Pride. I mean, the artwork, the feel, the Davids, I mean, you know, everything is, the Pride is a nice...
It's our home, we call it our home ship. It's not a home ship.
Because we like to drive to Baltimore, we could drive to Charleston.
It's close.
Yeah, we got a lot of home ships.
And yeah, it's definitely, we know the layout very well, and I like the size of it. It's not too many people, but it's not too few people. It never feels overcrowded to me. I would say the Pride. I would say for like more to do, like obviously the Vista and the Magic, But
yeah, Magic was fun,
Yeah.
and we got the breeze coming up, so I'm curious to see.
But yeah, I guess I would still say the Pride.
Yeah.
Even though we have bad luck with Baltimore sometimes.
Vista had a lot to do, but Vista had a couple of sort of issues that places we didn't like. But the Magic was actually a really good balance. Well, it's mostly the lounge. I think there was something else about the Vista that we were kind of like, ugh, but I can't remember what it is.
The atrium is like, you know how when you get on, if you've been on a cruise before, you get on and you look up and it's like, whoa, it's massive.
My
Well,
favorite
Vista's
part is
not,
like, oh, the atrium.
because they have a 3D film, no,
It's
the
an
IMAX
IMAX.
theater, like right there. So it's
Yeah.
like, oh, there's the ceiling, you know?
But I mean, again, that's something that's an extra feature, something to do on the Vista.
Yeah,
that you can't do
exactly.
anywhere
I
else.
enjoyed that.
So Magic is cool. We enjoyed the Magic, but I think we both would still say the Pride. We've been on it
So far.
much. As long as Baltimore's not cursed. Ooh, things floating in the air.
Cat hair.
I'm grasping at my dreams of going on a cruise. I want to go on the Pride again. And Dr. E is coming to the Pride.
Yes.
Dr. E was on the Magic. Dr. E is coming to the Pride.
Go check
We
him out.
like
He is
Dr.
amazing.
Dr. E. What is your favorite port?
Ooh.
That's rough. You can have multiple, just based
Okay.
on different things.
So for
I know some of yours. I'll let you do this because you're.
No, you can have some too.
Go ahead.
For view, it would be St. Thomas. Absolutely.
From
We
the
would
top of the
up
mountain.
To the top, and that is the most amazing view I've ever seen. I want to get back there. Snorkeling, I would say Grand Turk. It's free.
Yeah.
Just get in the ocean, and I saw some of the coolest stuff I've
We
ever
didn't
seen
realize that
fish-wise.
until the last time you were there.
Yeah, I told Jay from now on, every time we go to Grand Turk, because we used to swim in the pool, we're getting in the ocean. Sorry. Whether he comes with me or not, I will be in the ocean.
You're going to be looking at them fish, getting the award-winning fish
Yeah,
footage.
so for
I like
snorkeling,
it.
for sure. And then the water is just really pretty. It's a free day. It's just really relaxing. I love
Yeah.
that. For like things to do, I would say Cozumel. I really, really like Cozumel. I know some people go there all the time and it's like
Right.
Nassau.
If you're from
You
the
go there a
Gulf
lot.
or like parts of Florida, it's like every trip has Cozumel. Just like for us, when we go out of the East
Nassau.
Coast, it's like, oh, Nassau, Nassau, Nassau.
But we've only been to Cozumel twice and we've done
Right.
different things both times and I loved it. So,
That's true. I agree with you on that, so I'm going to let you have the
Yeah.
official answer to that question because I like every port.
I don't know. I don't have any issues with any of them. I don't know. Those are just like the three I can think of right now.
Yeah, St. Thomas for sure, Grand
Yeah.
Turk for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're going to go back to a lot of them and then maybe I'll have different ideas.
that's right. It could change. We'll have to do like updated Q&A
Yeah.
with changed answers. Like once we go on some more ships, and because I guess it's fun. Well, I think we've been on approximately. Did I determine we've been on half of the current fleet?
Oh, wow.
No, that's probably. Oh, I think I determined by the time
like,
we
there's
get
no way.
through our current schedule, we will have been on half the fleet.
There's still a lot to explore.
There are.
We have to
One,
go
two,
West
three.
Coast.
Yeah, we've been on 7 total ships right now for our 16
And
cruises.
Australia.
So I know we have so much to do.
Oh, jeez, that's a long flight.
What? Oh, this is a question for me. I do get asked this quite a bit, so I can't.
Yeah.
Well, the question is, what camera or equipment do you use? Well, I can't really show it because we're
using it.
recording with the camera. But we started out back in the day, the first floor vlog sets we did, that's this many, floor. We used an iPhone 5 and iPhone 6 to do the actual recording, and that was pretty cool. I mean, they came out really well other than in low light situations.
Yeah.
Starting with the Carnival Fascination vlog this past October, the most recent 4 have been filmed on the Canon G7X Mark II.
We love this
We
camera.
did, which seems to be the sort of mid-budget entry-level vlogger's camera of choice.
Pretty much if anybody asks what camera and they're like vloggers, that's what they will say.
It's usually like the G7X. They still have the Mark I or the Mark II.
They're great.
They are. They
And
don't.
They're not overly pricey.
No, I think they're like in the $500 budget range this
Not bad.
time. They don't do 4K, they do like 1080p, but they do really well. It's like, I usually record 1080p 60 frames and just
Go with it.
done good. It does really well adjusting to light.
Yep.
Does really well picking up sound. I know in addition to sound, recording outside in the wind is a challenge sometimes, and I picked up what is called a micro muff is
Yeah.
the name of the company. A micro muff skinny, which is a little toupee mustache that sits up
So
on top of the
cute.
camera, catches people's attention, but that is to help with outdoor wind noise.
It works.
And then I got a Joby GorillaPod Hybrid, which is that big, you've seen them, the long tripod handles that have like the little spheres, the little balls, and you can like hold them like that. I use that mostly at Disney.
Yeah.
Like on rides, it was really good to have something sturdy to hold on to. I don't really roll around a ship with the GorillaPod.
We don't want to stand out too much. Like, hey guys.
Going around
Yeah.
with a camera on
We
a
don't
big
want to bother
stick.
people.
But that's my main equipment. And then of course we got the for the
water.
underwater.
Yeah.
I got an SJ Cam 5000X Elite, I think is what it was called. I managed to score one brand new for about $80 from a site called Gear Best. You can watch. And that one did really well. It's not waterproof. You put it in an enclosure. That's the one that all your snorkeling footage comes out on. And it's equivalent to like a GoPro Hero 4 level, I think is what I heard.
It's not bad.
No, it's not. And then we just recently got the GoPro Hero 5 Black, which is the one that I talked into. I've only used it on just one cruise.
Or no, the Pride.
Oh yeah, you're right. Just the one cruise so far. Yeah, but the one I talked into, I didn't even hardly put it underwater. I was like, I'm being so ginger with my camera.
I told him he should let me use it for snorkel footage just to see how it comes out.
But then I don't have a camera to talk into.
You can talk into the other one.
I'll be like, all muffled because I have to have a plastic case.
No, take it out of the case and talk into it.
I will drop that in the water so bad, and then I will have blown up an $80 camera.
Yeah, let's not. Okay.
So sad. And, oh, this one's for you. A lot of people do ask, especially on particular items, where do you get your clothes?
Oh, gosh.
Where's your clothes come from? Especially that blue and gold formal dress has been one of the hot topics. Not that they came from Hot Topic.
Okay, so that dress in particular, I was walking through, was it Macy's? And I saw it, and I said, okay, I love this dress, and I tried it on. It was beautiful, but it was $180 or something like that. So we Googled it and found it at Tuesday morning. No, not Tuesday morning.
Steinmart online.
For like half the price or something like that.
It was like $60 or something.
So that's where I got that, and I love it because I'm tall and it's really hard to find dresses. It still doesn't go to my shoes, but it's close.
The brand
is MSK.
Yes, MSK, which they carry at JCPenney, they carry at Macy's. A lot of places carry MSK dresses.
Yeah, and the silver dress I wore in the last vlog is also MSK, which I got off of eBay for about $8, brand new with tag. So
eBay.
I am definitely a bargain shopper. That's part of our budgeting thing. I do not go out and buy all brand new clothes. I love the app called Vinted. Some of it tends to be more junior style clothing, but I found some really cute clothing items on there, and you can if you find somebody who has something you like, you can go and look at their entire closet. It's sort of like Poshmark, if you're familiar with that.
Make like bundles.
And make bundles. That's what I do. I try and find somebody with like a lot of things I like, and I'll get it, and then you get like a huge discount on it. I love Old Navy because I am very tall, and they have a tall section that you can order from. A bunch of my my blue dress with flowers that I get a lot of comments on.
Oh yeah, it's like, I think we call it like your señorita dress. It has sort of a Mexico vibe.
I had a red shirt in Freeport that somebody commented on. That was Old Navy.
White
my
dots.
Sunglasses, the pink ones, those were Old Navy. Love Old Navy. Their stuff isn't the most expensive, and maybe it doesn't last the longest, a lot of people say, but it's like the latest cute patterns and things like that. So
between Old Navy and like getting your Crown and Ivy type.
Oh, and Crown and Ivy at Belk, which Belk is the southern.
Belk is a southern store, but I'm sure other places carry Crown and Ivy.
It's expensive, but if you find it on sale, it's very good. So I look for it on Poshmark, Vinted, eBay. I don't go directly to Belk necessarily. I did originally, and they had a huge sale.
Only if they have clearance.
It's like
Belk is
Lily
pricey.
Pulitzer, but I think it's cuter. It's not as busy in patterns, but they're really good for cruises. So they're just some ideas if you guys are looking for them. Yeah.
My clothes, nobody comments on my clothes. It's
you
fine.
Dress fine.
I just wear plaid. Look, I didn't even wear plaid today, y'all. I got solid colors.
This is Old Navy. And this is Old Navy.
All right. But that was all the questions I came up with for this first round of Q&A. If you have any other questions, even if they're questions you have asked in the past that you think would be helpful if we would answer them in video form and present them to people, leave them down in the comments on this video, or leave them on our Facebook post. Send them to us on Twitter, stuff like that. And if you comment on this video or on this Facebook post of this video, I'm not going to answer your questions. I'm going to save them away. No, see, the whole point is submit questions. Usually every time somebody types a question, I answer it.
He's good at that.
But on this particular video or on the Facebook posts, I'll just click like. I'll click like. That was weird to say. I'll click like, but I'm not going to answer them. So I'll save them away, file them away for another future Q&A video.
You'll hear them eventually.
Eventually. I'll answer them like a couple of months down the road. No, I don't know. Depending on how many questions we get, we might do these more often.
Yeah.
But
curious to see what people want to know.
I know.
Yeah.
But that was really it for this one. I answered a bunch of questions. I think we've been talking for like 25 minutes. So, hey.
Fun to edit.
There's not really any editing to this one because we pretty much sat here and talked the whole time. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. We'll be quiet now. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Become a Paromaniac today. Socialize all of our media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and ask those questions.
Do what he said.
Yeah.
And until next time, rock on.